Hello, Dan Sharp here, Sharp Equipment. In this segment, I'm going to do the operations on the world's first all-electric hydrovac. So, before we get going, just a few things. I'm kind of old school. I know I look like I'm 25, but I'm really not. EV4, old school. I like model numbers on construction equipment to mean something. EV electric vac, 4 cubic yards spoil tank. 1 cubic yard, 200 gallons. 4 means it's an 800 gallon spoils tank. So that's what that means. Some of the things I'm going to show you will be like our stiff boom, stiff arm. Comes standard. I don't think it should be an option. If you've done potholing and you don't have a boom, it is not fun. All right, so we're going to show you how the machine operates. Here is our control panel, and it's pretty self-explanatory. This is how you start it. You turn it on right there, and you hear it engage. Then you turn it to run. Give it a few seconds. You really won't hear this one, but that's the sequence. Your screen's on. We got direct Oklahoma sunshine right on it, but it tells you the battery, how much battery life you have. So typically when you're going to start off, you're going to start off with your pump. Now these are intermittent buttons. They're all NEMA 4. This is a NEMA 4 enclosure. These are NEMA 4 Eaton control buttons. So punch. Hear that? That baby is on. So, and then you can control the PSI right here. It goes from all the way to the left is 1,000. You turn it to the right, it'll go up to 3,000. We're going to leave it right about there. And then I'm going to come over here. And we've already got this thing juiced up a little bit. So you always point the gun down, as most of you know. If you point it up and you start it, you're going to blow your nozzle out. So it's always in the down position. And you go. And I know what you're going to say. You can use a cone and the crap won't fly everywhere. Got it, know it, different video. So you have infinite control. There's some jobs you're going to be on where they're going to say, hey, no more than 1,500 PSI. No problem. It's right here at your fingertips. You can control it. So we're done with that. Now it's the blower. One of the things that we did was we added silencers. So it's an electric system. It's on right now, and we're carrying on a conversation. You can't do that with the other units on the market. Ours, you can. But we wanted it quiet. So we have a silencer or muffler on the inlet of the blower, and we have it on the outlet of the blower. So we're trying to deaden that noise as much as we can. That is the #1 complaint. You go into neighborhoods, I've had irate ladies come out on me in Austin, Texas and say, my God, turn that thing down, my kid's asleep. Well, we can't. We're potholing, we're trying to put in a fiber optic line for you. So anyway, well with this, it's much quieter, which we're going to see. Now, our whole goal was to get it below 85 dBA. 85 dBA and above, OSHA says wear ear protection. Now, we're still advocates for ear protection, but we are lower than 85 dBA. So we turn on our blower, and these are intermittent, like I said. So 2 to 5 seconds, you hold them in, there it goes. And there's your blower. We're still talking, We haven't done anything to filter the sound or anything. It's going. So, right now it's running about 550 CFM at 20 Hertz. So you got a lot of power. But say you come across a job, it's real deep or it's got big cobble and you need more oomph. No fear. This turbo button will crank us up to 1000 CFM, still holding 20 inches of mercury. There it is. That's 1000 CFM. It's on a 5-minute timer. I turned it off because the turbo is going to run for 5 minutes, then it'll default back down, and you can go punch it again for another 5 minutes. Because usually you don't need that 1000 CFM just constant. But if you do, you have one of your crew guys, he just comes over and hits it every 5 minutes. But we did that to save battery life and give us a longer run cycle on a charge. So you got infinitely variable control on your PSI. The blower is going to default to about 550. You can turbo up to 1000 CFM. There's no other unit on the market like that. None. The Wi-Fi is basically for if there is a software issue, your dealer technician can come and plug in and troubleshoot. So you don't really have to worry about that. Here's your kill switch. Boom. Kills everything. Emergency stop. Boom. Right there. So everything to run this unit is right here. The other thing that's right here is our 6.5 kilowatt plug-in. So this is where the charger goes to plug it in the evening. And how long does it take? If you got a 240 volt outlet, it's going to take about 6 hours to fully charge it. So it's a standard EV plug-in. So if you're, say, working out of town, you're at the Holiday Inn Express or Hampton Inn, a lot of them have charge stations now, you can charge it in with theirs. It comes with the charger, but you won't need it if at a charge station. It's like the gasoline hose at a truck stop. We got our operator's info here in English and Spanish. So it's very easy to operate. If you're looking over here, this is something we're very proud of. We have a patent pending on a tank within a tank system. Some of you might be saying, Dan, tank within a tank's been around since Moby Dick was a minute. I get it. However, if you're thinking of the truck vacs, they got the tank within a tank here. They've divided it here. What we have done, we've done it at a slant. What does this do? It's great for trailering. It keeps all the weight between the axles and it feeds the water down here. So when we clean it out, it's at a slant and it cleans out real easily, real quickly. More detail on that later. This is a manway to the water tank. That's just, our engineers wanted it on there in case there was ever an issue we could get in there. Probably never open it. This is our clean out manway. When you're tilted up, you're cleaning out, you stand up here and you power wash it out. You're not down there in the muck trying to deal with it. So, I didn't turn it all the way off. So we got a 1-inch feeder line feeding our water pump. Come back here, and it's like anything else. You bleed off the water, and then you open it up to get the solids out. But you bleed that water off, you get that pressure off of it, then you loosen this up, get it out of the way, tilt it up with your tether control. come over here and we put on this drain daily. Drain daily. You pop your valve, and if nothing comes out, you might want to run a, little metal pipe up in there, because it can be dry material and it can be compacted in there. So you want to free it up and it'll flow out. This is where you fill it up. We put 2 fill spouts. One standard, you can use a garden hose or whatever. This, if you're working in a urban area and you want to fill up with fire hydrant, there you go. Either option, we got them. And over here, you get a clog, you shouldn't, but you hit reverse, boom, there you go. Easy as that. We use a 4-inch mud hose, so hopefully you don't get clogged up. All right. Again, we got 0 emissions, and it's all enclosed, and it's very simple to operate. And we are I'm a big fan of not having a bunch of options. I don't like options. If you need it, you need it, so make it standard. That's why we got the stiff boom. That's how we got the variable control on the water pump on the dash. That's why we got the powerful tri-lobe blower with the turbo button. You got it, you got the power. So with this unit, you got the quietest on the market, you got the most powerful on the market, and it's 0 emissions. So, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Dan Sharp. On behalf of all the good folks at Sharp Equipment, I'll see you on the road soon.